everybody.
How's it going? This is Pokahontaz.
And Snow White, the evil princesses your parents warned you about. So we're
here to talk today about, we love horror movies.
And movies in general.
And movies in general.
When we dislike when people remake and destroy them.
Oh, we hate remakes that are crappy.
Remakes that are good, but
there are some
90% of the time, I'm like, really? You hire like thousands of writers and you can't think of something original?
They remake all these old movies because we have all this new technology and we were
scared enough the first time.
We can make them so much better and so much HD, 3D, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
we like the originals. Granted, there are certain remakes that they get it right.
Yeah, like My Bloody Valentine, that was the first 3D movie. And that was a perfect 3D movie. And I never would have saw that movie if it wasn't in 3D. That storyline was terrible.
That was
that was a horrible movie. But that 3D was perfect.
Isn't that with Dean from Supernatural?
Yeah.
I love Dean from Supernatural.
I know, right? I was just telling my workout partner today on the stairs. He recently started watching Supernatural. He watched 9 episodes in one night. And
I have the first 3 seasons.
And then he's like, have I told you about have you watched this show? And I'm like, dude, Pocahontas loves that show. It's like her show. She would do all the Winchester boys at the same time.
Yeah.
And then it was talking about the Horsemen, and I said 4 brothers. And he's like, you're telling me about this storyline. And I'm like, oh, no, there's no more brothers. Oh, wait, there's a brother. And he's just like, you're ruining the storyline. I'm like, oh, don't worry. He doesn't matter in the end.
Oh, God.
But Gabriel is God.
I haven't seen it.
The angel died, and now he's God.
Oh, cool.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I've started watching it from the very beginning, and I'm like,
that's the angel's name, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He's hot. And he's got, okay, guys, I am not religious at all. When I talk about God or Jesus, I call him Zeus or Odin, Thor or Hercules. Like, I believe, I'm not an atheist. I just rather not call him by a name. And, oh my God, I want to pray to God. I just found out, I was watching the Sci-Fi Channel, and hey, Clash of the Titans, speaking about gods, Clash of the Titans. That was a good remake.
It was very close to the original. Like, even the Kraken looked exactly the same as in the original.
It was good as like.
No, they didn't have the owl. Well, the owl in the original was
like in the main. He was like the main character, wasn't he?
Yeah, but it wasn't a human owl. It was.
It was a mechanical.
Yeah, it was a mechanical owl.
But they showed it. I believe they showed
So I think the reasoning in the second one was different than the first one, like why the Kraken was attacking.
Yeah, because Zeus released it.
In the first one, it was because, and the reason that girl was being sacrificed was because her mother said that she was prettier than all of Triton's daughters. And Triton I guess his daughters heard this, and they got pissed, and they talked to their father, and so he released the Kraken, and the only way to appease the Kraken was to sacrifice the mother's only daughter, and that was the princess. So that's why he was doing it. I don't remember what the reason is in the second one. I just very vividly remember the first one. Thank you to my grade.
I own them, so we can watch them.
English teacher for always watching the Space Network and taping the most random fucking movies I've ever seen and showing them to us in class.
I just saw them.
I was watching the Space Network at 2 a.m. last night, and I just decided to record this VHS.
Your work teacher?
Yeah, I just decided to record this. That's how I saw Clash of the Titans, Woman in Black.
Oh, what's that? Full Metal Jacket with Charlie Sheen. I saw that in my Catholic school.
Well,
my teacher put a paper on the door, and then when someone knocked on it, he would have someone pause it, and then he would like turn on the lights and like peek.
They're doing a remake of Total Recall right now.
I know, and there better be a 3-boobed chick. If there's not a 3-boobed chick, I'm going to be extremely disappointed with that remake.
It has to.
It has to. That is no one will say anything other than the three-boobed chick when you say, what's the first thing you think of when you think of Total Recall? Three-boobed chick. Mommy. I love Lyra.
Peter, if you had your choice of any woman in the world, who would it be? Oh, easy, the chick with the three boobs from Total Recall. You know, one of those was paper mache, right? Do I know it? Can I change my answer? Yeah, of course I do. Come on, man, 3 tits. Quagmire, how about you? Taylor Hanson. You know that Taylor Hanson's a boy, right? Oh, you guys are pulling my leg, taking one over on old Quagmire. Oh, are you kidding me? Man, I got the pictures and the posters. I'm sorry, I love Quagmire.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys.
So now let's talk about crappy remakes.
Like Freddy Krueger.
Oh.
Guys, all I can think about, along with Pocahontas, is Rorschach Cheryl.
Oh, yeah. The new Freddy Krueger, I don't specifically know his name, but if you've seen The Watchmen, he was Rorschach. And he still had the voice of Rorschach when he was in the
Freddy
new
Krueger,
Nightmare on Elm Street. And
he literally ruined it for me. He literally made me feel like if I went to bed, I was going to be raped. Yes, I felt molested.
I was not terrified.
I was not terrified for my life. I was terrified that I was going to be raped.
I felt violated watching that movie. He was so dirty. And pedophile-ish.
Oh, terrible, terrible choice. You knew who would have been a perfect choice? Robert Englund.
Robert Englund.
I don't care how old he is. He is Freddy Krueger through and through.
And it's not even that he was a horrible Freddy Krueger. It's the way that Freddy Krueger was portrayed. He was portrayed as more of a child molester than anything.
I mean, I know he is a child molester.
But that part wasn't as evident in the original. I was still afraid of him in the original. In this one, he was just...
I was afraid I was going to be toyed with and killed.
He was less slashy, more touchy.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Oh, I felt undressed with my eyes.
I was disappointed.
I was thoroughly disappointed
with that remake. And I was very excited because I enjoy the original Friday the 13th? No. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Lol. Friday the 13th.
Well, that was a crappy remake, too.
It was. Guys, I was really excited for Friday
the other Winchester boy in it.
Yes, I was really, really excited for Freddy versus Jason. I know it's a crappy movie.
They're doing a remake?
No. They did it. They did Freddy versus Jason, and it took it took forever to come out, and I was waiting this entire time for this movie. From the moment the last movie ended to the movie, because that's how long it's been we're gonna make this movie. But in the movie, Freddy is he uses his power, and he's just throwing Jason between pipes in the dream, going, "Why won't you die?" It's so funny. I love Freddy Krueger. He saves me in my nightmares, and then I wake up because I'm good like that.
The Friday the 13th was a crappy remake too.
I did like Halloween.
I liked Friday the 13th better than Nightmare on Elm Street, though. It was a little bit better done, but I wasn't feeling it. No, I wasn't feeling it.
And I was scared of Halloween. Short.
I was scared of the Rob Zombie Halloween.
Oh. Yeah, that makes me. Oh my God, that makes me want to hide behind little children. Or pets. I'm so sorry, guys. You'll go first.
Oh, that one I was scared of.
I was highly scared of that. I thought that he was going to come and kill me in my nightmares.
It was a really
good remake.
Fucked up, but good.
Oh my gosh,
that is so twisted.
That is what he would be like.
That is so twisted. If you've never seen it,
he makes me scared that he's going to appear around this corner right now. I couldn't watch the rest. Malcolm McDowell was a great replacement for a doctor.
It was a good movie.
Yes, a good movie.
That's a good remake.
I hate Malcolm McDowell, but I love Malcolm McDowell just because he betrays everyone in Star Trek.
The Woman in Black was a good remake too.
Really good remake.
I made Snow White. I tried to make Snow White watch
I passed out.
The original Woman in Black.
I get really tired.
Before we went to see it, because this one my English teacher had also showed us in our class. And at the scariest part, he had paused it and goes, anyone with a doesn't like anything scary or with a weak stomach. He's like, you might want to leave right now. I'll tell you when it's safe to come back in. And it was the part where she comes flying through the part. I specifically woke Snow White up for this part. I was in the kitchen. I was making a sandwich. I've seen this movie a couple of times before because I borrowed it from my teacher after he showed it to us and watched it on Halloween.
I used to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show every
That's
Halloween.
a good one to watch on Halloween,
I usually
too.
watched it on Christmas Eve, too.
But we were watching it, and as usual, Snow White had fallen asleep, and it was the scariest part of all, the part where my teacher took a huge dictionary and smashed it on the desk. It's where she comes through the window, and is just screaming like a banshee in this guy's face.
That's why it scared you.
Yeah.
Because he did that.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't scare me.
Whatever. It's just a creepy face. I actually
Yeah,
woke
that
her
face
up.
was
I
creepy.
smacked her. Not your face. I think I smacked your arm. I'm like, if you do nothing else, watch this one part. Because I wanted to see how well they matched it in the new movie. But I was very impressed. It was a really good remake. It was believable, and I liked it.
I really liked it. It made me feel sorry for everyone, except for that sister.
Yeah.
I wanted her dead. Oh, a crappy remake, but still addicting is Rocky Horror Picture Show Part 2, Shock Treatment.
It's not so much a remake, but it's still...
Oh, it's not a remake, it's a sequel. Sorry, it's a sequel. Oh my gosh, I heard that they were going to do a remake, and I don't want to support it at all.
No.
No. You need the Susan Sarandon, Tim
What other
Curry.
remakes did they do? They did a remake of Footloose.
Oh, I still haven't seen it.
I hope they never do a remake of Dirty Dancing. Don't do a remake of Dirty Dancing.
Didn't they?
No, they did Dirty Dancing Havana Night.
Oh, yeah.
They did a part 2. But I don't think they've done a remake.
No, this baby in the corner.
No, but don't do a remake of that.
Do you love me? Grease, I heard they were trying to do a remake of that. Please don't do a remake of that. I really like Olivia Newton-John.
Please don't do a remake of that.
Can I do?
Well, Cruel Intentions was a remake of, I forget what it's called.
Was it really? I really like that movie.
It's
it makes me cry.
It's from a French novel.
Oh.
Les Intentions.
Girl with the dragon tattoo. The original, like, Dutch version or whatever it's
Never
in.
seen it.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's
Is
so
the remake
good.
better?
I haven't seen the remake.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Brutal.
Yeah, but you said
brutal rape scene.
But you said it's brutal, so I think
Mhm.
you see more in that than you do in the original. But it's subtitled, so.
The original. They kind of did a remake of The House on Haunted Hill, which they keep changing the name of it though, because I think the original was
Isn't it like The Haunting now or
Haunting
something?
of Hill House. There's an old black and white one, because again, my teacher
No, I think
showed it
that
to
there's
us.
different versions,
Yeah.
and then that there's remakes of all these movies.
There's different versions. They all kind of have the same idea to them.
Yeah, one of them has Matthew Lillard, I think.
No, that's a completely different one. That's a fucked up one where they go to a house and it's the house that
13
calls
Ghosts.
them there. Oh.
We saw it together, and I tried to leave the theater.
Oh
so
yeah,
called me a
13
pussy.
Ghosts. Oh, I thought you were talking about another one. No, 13 Ghosts is a fucked up movie.
Oh my god.
Is that a remake?
Yeah, I think so.
I've never seen the original of that.
Me either. What other remakes?
They're making another Bond movie.
Oh,
Not remakes so
God.
much as just, well, they kind of are. They've had several
Remakes of Star Trek. So I just saw the new trailer, and I kind of nerdgasmed. It didn't show you anything, but like Kirk in the snow in someone's grave.
I liked the remake of Star Trek though because
It has a new
gave you
twist.
it has a new twist so that if you don't know the original story, it doesn't matter because it's a completely different story because they added the time travel element. But if you do know the original history, you're like, oh my gosh, they changed this, they changed this, they changed this. So like it's enjoyable for both people.
Don't ruin the never-ending story.
Oh my god, don't touch the never-ending story.
Falcor. Betray you. All right, guys. So that's our opinion on a couple remakes. We like some. We hate some.
Mostly horror. Mostly horror remakes.
We don't like when you frell with things that we like.
And we like horror movies.
So have yourself a great night. Yay!